Hello, Cancer. Welcome to my channel, The Mother Speaks Tarot. My name is Allison. My channel is still pretty new, so if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. I did just reach 1,000 subscribers. I'm so excited to get there. That's such a milestone for YouTube content providers like me. Thank you, everybody. Thank you all so much. I will always thank you with every single video because I know without you, my channel wouldn't be what it is today. Okay, so thank you all so much. Also, those of you who don't know, I'm also an author. I'm writing an action-adventure love story on superhero twin flames. It's called Perception, the Two Yet One, book 1 here. I read book 1 aloud live on Facebook, and I've uploaded all those videos here to YouTube for you to enjoy for absolutely free. If you've already read book 1 or watched all of those videos, know that book 2 is published and available. These beautiful, very well-made paperbacks are available on Kindle Direct Publishing for only $15.99 each, plus shipping. If you have Amazon Prime, your shipping will be free. So we're back from Easter. I hope you had a wonderful Easter. I know I did. We're back to celebrating spring. I went and got my gnome guy here an actual house. His house was just kind of like a door. I guess you were supposed to put it up against something else. And it just seemed kind of silly. So I got him this apple house, and I got a house that you could actually see for my little fairies over here. I realized that the little tree thing that they lived in was rather small. So also for your abundance visual this week, I was so lucky to find this. This is a little fairy water wheel. And so just know that if you've got enough water to run a water wheel, if you've got an abundance of water, you've got an abundance of everything. Okay, so there is your abundance visual. Today, we're back to using the Forest of Enchantment Tarot by Linnea Weatherstone, illustrated by Marela Allwood. This has to do with the forests of the UK, England in particular. All the fairy tales that we got from those forests are included in this deck. At the end, I'm going to pull at least 3 cards from the Oracle of the Fairies by Karen Kay and artwork by Ginger Kelly. And I'm going to pull at least 1 card from the Botanical Inspirations deck by Lynn Araujo. The language of the flowers. Flowers all have messages. And these were illustrated by the famous Pierre-Joseph Redoute, who painted for Marie Antoinette and Empress Josephine. I will clarify with my Rider Tarot, should I need to clarify anything, this cute, awesome little deck that I got through a miracle, which if you would like to know the story of that miracle, I have a link for that video. I made a video about it. The link for it is in the description box below. It says the story of my miracle, February 2021. So that's the story of how I got that deck and another through a miracle through Mother Mary. Also, if you would like to buy my book, I have links for that. I have links for me reading book 1 aloud. Check it out. You know, my book hasn't had one single bad review. In fact, people have reported spiritual healing through it. And so it is part of my reason for being here in this lifetime. So it is my spiritual purpose. So check it out. Okay, so as a reader, I read minor arcana cards as messages about your free will and major arcana cards as messages about your divine blueprint. Your divine blueprint is the plan that you wrote for your own life before you incarnated so that you would encounter and hopefully learn certain lessons of life that, when learned, raise the vibration of your soul. As you raise your soul's vibration lifetime after lifetime, you eventually get to such a vibration that you're able to reach enlightenment. So when we're dealing with your major arcana cards, it's kind of like destiny, but not really, because we have free will. Okay, if I had the Wheel of Fortune for you, that's what indicates to me that there's something that is going to happen that you cannot change. Okay, there are those moments in life. So let's go ahead and start here. at the heart of everything, you've got the Four of Spells. Okay, and these are the flower sprites that I was talking about. They are who I ask for my messages from the botanical inspirations. It's all about flowers, and so I ask the fairies for the messages through the fairy deck, and I ask the flower sprites for the messages for my flower deck here. And that's who we've got here. And what they're doing is they all represent a certain flower they belong to, and they're going to like a get together, and they have like this one is the flower sprite for bluebells, and this one is the flower sprite for foxglove and tulip and so forth, right? And so they're all lit up and they're heading towards their get together, their celebration, their happiness. So what's going on at the heart of everything for you could be some sort of celebration. It could be a marriage. You could be focused on a twin flame union. The Four of Spells is often called the 1111 card. Every time people get it, I tell them to pause the video and look up angel number 1111. So go ahead and do that. Either pause the video or do that after the video. But there is joy here, there is festivity, there is, you know, like I said, possibly marriage, but definitely a celebration, possible twin flame union. Now, the energy that is crossing this Four of Spells, and spells is fire energy, which is Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius energy. Then what's crossing that is the Ace of Boons. Boons are pentacles. This is earth energy, Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus energy. This toad here is offering you this toadstone ring, which is very magical. This is a new beginning in your earthly life, a magical new beginning. Now, toadstone isn't like this kind of stone that is like really beautiful, like amethyst and other crystals and stuff, but it's very powerful. And so this new beginning may not look exactly how you're expecting it to. You may even think it's one thing instead of the other. Like people often mistake toads for frogs, and the story behind this toad right here is don't mistake him for a frog or a frog for a toad, because that insults them. And so there's this whole message here where this blessing that you're getting may not look as sparkly and as beautiful as you had hoped, or it may not even indicate to you that it's a blessing because it doesn't look like one or something. And then you might be thinking that you're dealing with someone who is a frog when actually they are a toad, and not in a bad sense or anything, you know what I mean? You know, you might be thinking you're dealing with a horse, but it's actually a mule, you know, or a tiger, but it's actually a tabby. Something like that. Just it's a new beginning, and so far, Cancer, your reading is looking pretty freaking happy here. So that's beautiful. Now, the root of it all is the unmanifested energy of the Nine of Boons. Now, this is independent energy. This is happy by yourself energy. So it could be that you've been wanting to be by yourself. This is abundant. This is independent energy where this person has everything that they need except a counterpart. But they, you know, not to say that everybody needs a counterpart. They've got everything except a counterpart, but she's happy. This is a brownie, and brownies usually live in the city, but she's decided to live out in the forest. Not only that, she's decided to live on her own, where brownies are very social. So she's she's very different, but she's very happy where she is. She's very abundant. This reminds me a lot of the Empress or the Queen, the Weaver of Boons card. That this is the Empress energy, and it's very beginning. Okay, she's not a queen, and you know she's not the Empress just yet. But what she is a strong-minded, strong-willed, independent, feminine energy. Okay, and so the man or woman, it doesn't matter. This is a feminine energy of being strong and independent on your own. So it looks like this is a new beginning and something passionate, something emotional. There's a celebration here. If you just got married, then then you're not independent anymore. Or although you may still be independent in energy, you're just you're just now attached to somebody else, and you have your new beginning. Okay, but well, let's just keep going and see what else we get. I really just have to pick up the cards and start talking for the messages to really come out. Okay, and so the energy that we've got in that is leaving your life at this time, okay, the recent past that is on its way out of your life, is the wise woman. This is the high priestess. This is Virgo energy. She is in the upright, so was fully manifested. You must have been using your intuition, or you had somebody in your life that was very intuitive. You may have gone for a psychic reading. You may have gone to someone, an elder or someone in your family that has good intuition, or you could have been using your intuition yourself, and you were doing a really good job at it. It's just that you're not doing it anymore. Okay, so this is this could even be secrets. There could have been a secret. There could have been yeah, I'm just feeling like this intuitive energy, it was very, very strong in your life. This was meant to teach you something. This is a major arcana card. So whatever you got out of this intuition energy that is moving out of your life, that is a very important lesson for you, okay? The next two cards as a reader for me are future cards, okay? And we start right here with this another major arcana card. Now this is the Hierophant. In this deck, it's called the Oldest One. It's the oldest tree. It knows all the stories. Now the Hierophant can represent marriage. Okay, so maybe this celebration right here is an engagement, because this is an engagement ring. The Ace of Coins is often an engagement ring. Okay, so it could be that marriage is manifesting. Okay, it's upside down right now. It's not in its full power just yet, but I think maybe some marriage could be in your future. Okay, if it's not that, you may have just committed to a new job. The Ace of Boons, or the Ace of Pentacles, can also be a job, and spells, which are wands. Wands are often connected to work, so this could also be a new job for you. Okay, so this is commitment. Okay, it's in the reverse. So this real commitment could be coming on in, or who knows, it could be maybe you find out that this job isn't exactly what you thought it was, and perhaps you move on. I don't know. Let's continue on and see what we get here. Okay, so the next card that we have here is the Seeker of Challenges. I gotta tell you, I don't like this guy. This is the Knight of Swords. Challenges are swords. Sword energy is air energy. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. This is a people card. This will have character traits, and I'm going to go ahead and just read them off to you. But what I can tell you about this guy here right away is that he's a troublemaker. He's looking for a fight. He's the Knight of Swords. He rushes in before he even knows what's going on here. So there could be an air energy that's looking for a fight, or feeling defensive. Let's see what it says here. Whoa, I just love it when it turns right to this. Aggressive, forceful, skilled at confrontation, sharp-witted, sardonic, loyal in the marital sense, can't be bribed. Well, okay, so if you're getting married, you could be, you're going to be loyal. It could be that your partner is going to be loyal, and so once you, because challenges are all about communication as well. The swords are about words, thoughts, so this is communication too. So maybe what you need is to have a conversation, and you find out, I'm truly committed. Oh, I'm truly committed too, and I'm loyal. Okay, and so then you finally get married, or you finally do start this job. Okay, but Like in the work sense, though, it could also be that this person is just kind of combative with you, and you're just like, I just don't want to be here. But I am really just feeling this marriage. There's marriage manifesting here, okay, for most of you. Now here is your hope card, and this is one of the cards that kind of cracked me up. I really like it. So this is the unmanifested energy, or the manifesting energy of the Seven of Challenges. So again, this is swords. This is air energy again, okay? And the Seven of Swords is all about like deception, somebody trying to get away with something. And you can totally see that in this card, but you're like, oh, why are those foxes taking that? Okay, so here's the story behind this card. These travelers, they think they're all good. They got their food inside their little home with them, probably. They didn't leave like meat or any food over the fire or anything. But what they didn't expect was that they're in the enchanted forest, and these are enchanted foxes. And enchanted foxes aren't looking for food. They're looking for things. Like how could they know that this fox right here is excited because he's got this cup, because he's already got the saucer that matches this cup. So he's like, yay, I guess this one wants to play this. I don't know why they want these things, but these are magical foxes. They have magical desires, and that's all there is to it. This is like, they are probably going to get away with this because it's what you're not expecting. So there's some kind of element with that too. Somebody may get away with something because you weren't expecting it to happen, but this is unmanifested, and this is also your hope card. So I don't know if you're trying to get away with something that seems like non-traditional, non-conformative, what is the non-conservative, because the Hierophant is pretty conservative. Maybe you're trying to get away with something that the people around you are like, would never expect that from you, perhaps. But this also talks about self-deception. But I just feel like I just really feel like you doing this is like trying to get away with something that nobody really expected you to try to get away with, which is interesting, very interesting. Now, the next energy that we read is, well, since this is a people card, I'm going to say that this is your state of being, okay? Seeker of visions. Visions are cups. So this is your energy. This is you. I believe. Now look, this is the seekers are knights. So this is the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is the Prince Charming who offers a cup of love. So to me, I think you just offered a cup of love. You offered an engagement ring. Maybe intuitively you just knew that this was the one for you, or maybe you went to a reader and they say, this is the one for you, so, you offered your cup of love. This has a different story because he's holding this harp, or this lyre or whatever, but I'm not feeling the story. I just feel like you offered a cup of love. Or someone did. You may have been proposed to. Okay, so this is your fear card, and what this is telling me right off the bat is that you're afraid that you won't be standing in your power. This is standing in your power. She doesn't even, this is the Nine of Spells. Spells are wands, which is fire energy again, but she's not even holding a wand. She's gotten so good at what she's doing. She's making a protective circle around her, and it's her own energy. It's coming out of her. This is her own energy. It doesn't matter what kind of scary things are in the background. She's not scared. She is standing in her power. She knows that she's strong. She knows what she can do. She's not afraid. So as a fear card, and in the reverse, this is you feeling like you may not be standing in your power, like you may lose your power perhaps, okay? Sometimes when we join our lives to someone else, we get a little concerned that we've handed over our power, okay? But this is something to contemplate for you, okay? Now, this is awesome, okay? This is the manifesting energy, okay? And I feel like this will flip and become fully manifested when this does. This is marriage. This is celebration. This is basically the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is a celebration with friends, a reason to celebrate, an emotional reason to celebrate, such as a wedding, anniversary, baby shower, things like that. But this is your wedding, I think. This is what I feel. You're getting married. That's beautiful, and it's going to be so much fun. You've got so many marriage cards, the engagement ring, and it's actually in ring form, you know, and this it could even be you're marrying your twin flame, you know, you're going to be loyal. It could be that you're going to marry an air sign. Well, it's beautiful. This is beautiful energy. This is a lot of joy and celebration. This is a very nice energy, Cancer. Thank you for letting me be in your energy. This is the underlying energy of the whole thing. You're trying to become the magician. This is the enchanter, the magician, and what he does is he manifests what he wants into his life. Looking at him now and being reminded to look, do you have all the elements that you need? You have earth, you have air, you have fire, and you have water. Yes, you do. You have all the elements, okay? You have to use all the elements to manifest what you want in life, and you do. But it's in the reverse, so you're not quite there yet, okay? You want to manifest your life yourself. You want to be a manifester. You want to bring in a life for yourself and your partner. And also when I get the magician and the high priestess together, also, oh my God, even the Hierophant. Okay, now the high priestess and the Hierophant are counterparts. They're the only ones that the emperor and the empress go to for advice. But I also feel a connection when I get the magician. The magician and the high priestess, she is the high magic wielder as he is as well. Okay, whereas the Hierophant is usually, you know, earthly knowledge and tradition. This is energy working. So you've got all of these, all of them. This is a freaking awesome reading, Cancer. All right, now, well, let's get this out of here. And let's just go ahead and see what the fairies have to say. Sweet fairies, what do you have to say to Cancer? It looks like Cancer is getting married. What a beautiful time in your life, Cancer. Oh, okay. Oh. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, we got another one. Any more? Okay. Let's read them. All right. Stargazing. When you gaze at the stars, you give yourself fairy focus. Your intuition will flow more freely and reveal what you need to know about your situation. Okay, so this is telling me, go ahead and bring in your intuition again, okay? This is moving out of your life at this time. I believe this message is you need to move it back into your life, okay? Use your intuition. You have got it going on, all right? You got it. You are Cancer. You're a water sign. You're intuitive. Now, just look up at the stars and focus on what you want. That's going to help you understand what to manifest. Okay? Shine from within. Looks are only skin deep. True beauty shines from within, and it's time for you to shine. Oh, this is a time for self-acceptance and for revealing your true beauty. Yeah, that's beautiful. Moon energy. Surrender to the natural ebb and flow of life. If you're feeling confused, this fairy comes to calm emotions and reassure you that peace of mind is possible. Oh, okay. This is the hecticness that comes with getting a wedding together. Okay, so it can be a confusing time. The ebb and flow here is the celebration, yay, and then there's the planning, which is fun too, but it can be a bit stressful. And the day itself, we all look forward to it, but then that day of the wedding is also rather stressful unless you can harness this type of energy here and just calm down and enjoy it. Okay, the magical gateway. It takes courage and trust to venture into the unknown, yet this is where the greatest rewards are. It's time to step boldly forward without looking back. You've got this. You got this. Oh man. Let's see what else we got here for you, Cancer, through the fairy sprites. Fairy sprites. Fairy sprites. Dang it. That's the second time I've done that. Flower sprites. Cheese and rice. Allison. Okie dokie. Whoa, thank you. That's all. Okay. All right. Coreopsis. Always joyful. Write it on your heart that every day is the best day of the year. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Tick seed. Yeah, you know, always be joyful. This is a reminder. This is a joyful time in your life. And when it's over, when you do just go ahead and walk through this magical gateway, it can be, when it's over, there's that whole, oh, it's over, you come home from the honeymoon, you're like, oh, back to regular everyday life, but every day is a beautiful, beautiful blessing. So just live like that, and just experience your life in a way that is magical, and your whole life will be magical. So don't forget to like, especially if this resonated with you. Please hit that button. Please subscribe and hit that bell button. Please check out my book too. When I read it out loud, it can be kind of funny because I have to do accents, and I'm not an actress. But you get to hear the book in the author's voice, and well, give it a shot. People have experienced spiritual healing and they do enjoy it. I haven't had a bad review. So, okay. So that's what I have for you at this time, Cancer. Thanks for joining me. See you next time.